Hello everyone, Mr. Kenora here. Today we're going to be making some math art using cubes, and we're going to actually do an exponential pattern using threes. So the first cube that I bring out is going to be 20 by 20 by 20, and then the next cube that I bring out, we're going to half the length, width, and height. So basically a quarter of the volume. Essentially it's just going to be 10 by 10 by 10. Oops, I want to leave this one red. We're going to make this bigger one orange. Sorry, I like my colors. I like making this kind of like a rainbow pattern. Gives us a better chance to see it all in action. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy and paste it. And each cube is going to go on 3 faces of the previous iteration of our number pattern. And every time we have a new iteration of our pattern, we actually kind of zoom out a little bit. So red does not represent the first iteration. Red now represents the second iteration of our pattern. All right, I'm going to just kind of group this together. It'll make it easier to copy and paste. When you group something, you can click multicolor and they will retain their color. So we're going to add another iteration. Basically, this red is now becoming the third iteration, and then the one that I'm making now becomes our first. So we had 10 by 10, 20 by 20, and then this one now is going to be 40 by 40. Let's make it yellow. We'll just keep this rainbow pattern going. We got red, orange, yellow. And then we are going to, again, copy and paste this shape onto 3 faces of our cube. So we put it here, and then we need to put one on the top face here. We just kind of zoom around, line it up, take some time, make sure that I lift it up so that it's sitting nicely. There we go. So we now have 1, 3, and 9, and we're basically starting with our first iteration is 3 to the 0 power. So 3 to the 0 power is 1, so we have 1 cube. And then the next iteration is going to be 3 to the first power, which is 3. And then the next one, 3 to the second, is 9. And you guessed it, if we keep going, 3 to the third power is now 27. So if I make this green, we had 10 by 10, 20 by 20, 40 by 40. This one now becomes 80 by 80. By 80, and every time we copy and paste this shape, we get 9 more red squares. So by the time we're all finished, right, we're going to have 27 red squares. Lift this up here, lift it up 80. And then slide it over. Okay, so then if we look at our pattern here, this is now 3 to the third power if we're looking at the red cubes. So we could keep going. Again, if we did one more iteration, it would then be 3 to the fourth power, and we would then have 81 red cubes. So every time we repeat this pattern and we continue it, we're basically going to the next exponent of the number 3, with 3 being our base. All right, I hope you're able to recreate this and have fun making some math art today.